So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Wentz. Drops it off to Ajayi. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Red zone opportunity. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has to.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Elliott now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here's a give to Bell running left. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. coming in carrying the losing streak, not the start that they were looking for. 3 and out on the opening drive.
So now everyone's looking at each other. And what I mean by that is, who's going to make the right play? Who's going to get us out of the doldrums? Who's going to get us out of this funk that they're in right now? They've got to find someone who will make a play, create a play, and get their confidence moving in the right direction.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on third down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Goodwin. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Green 39.
Garoppolo on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield. And that'll make it 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Now Wentz on 3rd down. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And the wideout in motion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Now let's go. Back there in Philly. Here we go.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He finds Beckham complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Let's go. Green, 30. Back there in Philly. Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. This is Bell on the dump off. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
12 yards there as they move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second down following the run. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Second down, here's Garoppolo, eluding the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Over. All right, now, lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo goes underneath for Bell. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line. Before he's out of bounds. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They come up in an offset eye. Now Bell. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Here's Wentz to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about when
Ajayi hit? He lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit.
Unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now a handoff, running left is Bell. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. Roses now to add the PAT. And the lead is now 13. Roses now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Wentz now to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. Well, your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards.
Over! Here we go. 3-19. Detroit!
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Giants on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. Leopard. Back line it up, Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Here's Ryan Quigley now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Throwing on first is Wentz. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too. I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
Here we go now. Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo looking deep for Julio. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 47 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And, he is really laid out. Knocked flat on his back at the 18-yard
completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
All right, here we go.
Garoppolo now. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Rolling to his right. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 28. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, Garoppolo. He sets to fire deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Looking downfield for Jones. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27. Rosas now to kick this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know what the half.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Territory at the 42-yard line. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll try the right side with Bell. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Giants on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. It's a foot race. The 30, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
What they told him is they told us. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Vinny Curry in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Leopard, back there. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Set. 3. All right, now. Lucky 56.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They needed 15. They got 16 and a first down.
Gun! Here we go. 3. Detroit. Back gun.
Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And some room to work. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Detroit.
Here's Darkwa, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
All right, now, look at 56.
Garoppolo on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for the Giants. 47 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll come out in the pistol. 2nd and goal to go now. They'll try and run it in with Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, here's Wentz. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They go play action here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. And a look at Bell, who remains down after that play. Appears to have gotten shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now Garoppolo trying to lay one up deep. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. Rosas to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. 4 down, 4 down. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That's really nice coverage there. I'm not sure he would have gotten to the first down marker anyway. But boy, oh boy, did they blanket him.
Yeah, short throw, but he really didn't have many options. Had to force it in. Well, he didn't have to, but he chose to force it in somewhere. Incomplete.
Yeah, now brings up fourth down.
Throwing is Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Back there! Watch it! No, check! All right, here we go. Green, 39!
Now they try the right side here. Spins past him. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Partner, how he managed to get positive yardage out of that run, I have no idea. But a little juking, a little moving, got it done.
Got him 2 yards. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Detroit! Set! Green, 39! Good! All right, here we go. Green, 39! Over!
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll run again now with Darquan. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now a handoff looking right. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Second and just one. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Second and one is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Open space inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field. This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Running on 3rd and goal with Perkins. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them.
And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, start the bus, because they think this one is over.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And now here's a carry heading left. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. It's a little educational piece. I know a lot of people hear 3-4, 4-3, etc. Take us through the 4-3, Charles.
Okay, 4-3. 4 down defensive linemen, usually 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends. Behind them, the 3 those are the linebackers. The middle linebacker, often known as the Mike, with 2 outside linebackers, the Sam and the Will. There's your 4-3.
Sam on the strong side, Will on the weak side. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Jason Pierre-Paul. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's another week to forget as they're going to fall to 1-12 now on the year. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the Washington Redskins. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.